SBC Media Partners presents Selinsgrove Seals Football with Pat O'Brien and Steve Briggs. Selinsgrove Seals Football on SBC Sports Live.
Game day here on Eagle 107, Eagle107.com. Always ask you. No, ask Steve. Ask Dave. What's going to seal the deal for a victory for the Selinsgrove Seals?
Well, I think defensively, the Seals are going to have to do everything they can to contain Elijah Jordan. Don't let him get out. Don't let him buy time rushing out in the flat and making plays downfield. Contain him. That is a big part. And then offensively, I think Selinsgrove needs to continue to build on that pass game, throw in the flats. Jersey Shore does a good job of clogging things up in the middle defensively. I think if you can get to them, it's going to be in some short crossing routes. It's going to be in some out routes and just utilizing the whole field left to right. Selinsgrove can do that, be efficient, and limit the turnovers. They've got a great chance of getting a big win against a good team and a tough place to play here at Jersey Shore.
This has been Seals Game Day, driven by Sunbury Motors with Ford. Hyundai is in the North 4th Street Auto Plaza in Sunbury, and Sunbury Motors Kia's routes 11 to 15 on the Strip in Hummel's Wharf. We already talked about a beautiful night for a high school football game here from Thompson Street Stadium. I said you can look well in the distance and see the rolling mountains here in Lycoming County. We've done a lot of games here from Thompson Street Stadium, going all the way back to 2009, and think about some of the teams and names that played here. Corey Briggs, Ryan Kaiser on the coaching staff, Matt Winrick on the coaching staff played here. You got Logan Libby, you got Brian Booker. I mean, names go on and on. Ryan Ahmet. I mean, just Jack Gogler. It's all of them. I mean, and what tradition with Selinsgrove has shown year in and year out, all have played on this field. I said to Ryan Kaiser earlier, I said, it looks like they've upgraded the field since 2009. He said, yeah, I think they put it in post over in the corners to keep the crowd from rushing.
And a retaining wall.
No, it's great to be with you. This is exciting. Selinsgrove trying to get back in the win column. They sit at 1-1. The Jersey Shore Bulldogs are at 2-0. Impressive wins over Dallas and Del Val the first 2 weeks of the season. This is the first game in Hack for either one of these teams. We'll be keeping an eye on the other one. It's the Shamokin Indians hosting the Shikellamy Braves, all part of the Hack Division I. Williamsport, for those that don't know, also in Hack 1. Now, they are still a 6A school, but playing in the Hack along with Central Mountain for the Hack Division I. And you're looking at the stats for Elijah Jordan, starting quarterback, 35, 58, 190 yards. He has 4 touchdowns and 1 interception, and he does run the ball as well. Ryan said it perfectly. You may not see it in the stat column because at quarterback, if you get sacked, it goes against your rushing. So he only sits at 57 yards rushing. But we saw one play last week. He tried to turn it into a big play, actually lost the ball, ran back and dove on it, and that's like a 25-yard. So you add that here, that's putting him up in around 75, 80 yards just on that one loss. And there's been a few of those for Elijah Jordan. It's explosive, contain, keep him inside. Just can't let this team improvise. And the other thing they do, Ryan, is why Elijah Jordan's rolling around. His brother did it, Brady Jordan, a few years ago. Why he's running around and doing those things you're talking about, the receivers are breaking their routes. You got to be disciplined on the backside, and you can't let those guys get beyond you and get a big play. We've seen it over the years from this team.
And they'll put 4 receivers out there, Pat, and all 4 receivers can get the job done. So it's not like they just go to 13 Snyder every play. They got enough guys there. They got a bunch of athletes at that receiver position, and they'll hit them all, and they're a real threat.
Thank you. A moment of silence here at Thompson Street Stadium. Take a look at some other numbers. We already talked about Evan Snyder at the receiving core. Also, Paul Hale, 9 catches for 63 yards. And Luke Ryan, 6 catches for 123 yards. Also on the defensive side, you got Elijah Jordan. We talk about on the offensive side, also averaging 7.5 yards or 7.5 tackles per game. Slate Seacrest, we mentioned. Luke Ryan on the defensive side, over 5 tackles a game, has a pick. And then Zeke Seacrest, just a sophomore, 13 hurries and 2 sacks for the defense on the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. For Selinsgrove on the defensive side, Carlos Studer not playing tonight. So what do we miss by that? 10.5 tackles per game from your safety. But you got Mason Vasquez, we mentioned, and also Jared Bullington will not be playing tonight, so you lose out on 5.5 tackles, 3.5 tackles for loss on the season for the senior Bullington. But Devin Mitchell will be moving to the linebacker position, comes in tonight with averaging 4 tackles a game, a sack, and 2.5 tackles for loss for your senior defensive end, now moved to linebacker number 26. Again, if you're just joining us, that is Selinsgrove was starting in the first 2 games in their 4-4 look. They are now going to the 3-5. Get more athletes. Something Dave talked about years ago. You want more athletes, and this is that type of team that you need more guys to chase Elijah Jordan, Brody Herr, whoever happens to be, and have those linebackers there so when the corners turn Snyder back in or turn Hale back in, there's that linebacker going to make a play, and that's something that we got to keep an eye on throughout the night.
Yeah, and the linebackers are your sure tacklers, and against a team like Jersey Shore, you got to make sure you're wrapping up and bringing guys down. Can't have broken tackles, getting extra yards after contact. So going back to that 3-5 for this game, perfect timing, and get your best 5 linebackers out there flying around the field and trying to blow things up.
So Selinsgrove will kick off this, and anytime Steve talked about it, that's a recipe that you like as a coach. Kick off, get good defense of stand, and then hopefully get great field position coming back the other way. So Noah Walter will jog out and tee this one up for the Selinsgrove Seals. Has the ball on the left hash. Back deep will be Brody Herr and also Snyder, but Jersey Shore sets 4 guys back. 2 standing at the 15-yard line and 2 inside the 5, waiting for the Noah Walter kickoff. As Seals football, welcome to the SBC Sports Live YouTube channel as well. Handoff, fake handoff. The ball hits the turf at the 5. Left on the ground, finally picked up by Brody Herr, and it'll be tackled at the 5-yard line. Miscue by the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. Fortunate to come away with it, but the Selinsgrove kickoff cover gets down, and the ball's going to start at the Jersey Shore 6-yard line. Take a look at the offense for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. Elijah Jordan at quarterback. In the backfield, Bo Sechrist and Brody Herr. The receiver, Snyder, Hale, Watkins, and also Luke Ryan. The tight end is Thompson. Up front, Vanderhoff, Sechrist, Myers, Walker, and Lorson. After this first down play, we'll give you the Seals defense. Elijah Jordan gets the handoff to Brody Herr, going left. Caught the backfield and slammed to the turf. Jake Bettle, Ethan Miller. Also in the backfield for the Selinsgrove Seals was Connor Crossan, who's filling in for Jared Bullington.
That's a great start there. Seals getting penetration up the middle, making things happen in the backfield, wrapping up, getting the tackle.
2-yard loss. Elijah Jordan rolling to his left, looking for his man, who makes a huge catch. And that's Snyder making the catch. Nope. They're going to call it incomplete. But what an effort from Snyder trying to come up with that catch.
Yeah, and that's what we're talking about with Snyder, his athletic ability. Like Superman there, completely stretched out. But unfortunately, as he hit the ground, unfortunately for Jersey Shore, as he hit the ground, the ball popped out. But still, good coverage there for Selinsgrove. That was going to be minimal gain for Jersey Shore.
Manier, Travis Reed, and Crossan up front. This pitch is going to go to Brody Herr off the right side, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds. We're low to the field here. It's hard to see exactly where we're going to spot that down, but it looks like it'll be enough for a first down for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. Running out of bounds is Andrew Martinez.
And they ran that exact same play, that exact same option against Del Val and picked up a first down.
Brody Herr gets the call, going between the tackles and slammed to the turf. It's at 72 on the stop along with Devin Mitchell, and it is 72 on the stop, and that's Portwood making the stop. Lining up at the nose tackle position is Max Sheltman, number 43. First time seeing him. Quick pitch once again. Goes to Brody Herr. Upended by Ethan Miller.
And that's the second time they went to that option here on the near side, Pat. Obviously, the first time they got the big first down on 3rd down, but Selinsgrove all over it, sniffing that one out. Minimal gain, maybe even a loss there, forcing a 3rd and long.
Elijah Jordan rolling to his left, looking, getting some time, going to get rid of it. Deep beyond the defense, and knocked away defensively, intended for Paul Hale. The senior Bastion involved in the stop in Wyatt Teets.
And you're not going to see this in the stats, and a lot of people aren't going to see it in the film, but Mason Vasquez, their number 6, He was the one that made that play. He contained the quarterback. He mirrored him the whole way. Jordan was not able to make the turn and get any yards running. He was forced to throw it deep and a little bit more of a prayer. Incomplete. Big play there for Mason.
Punt situation here for the Bulldogs. It is Brody Herr will do the punting. Gavin Bastion standing at the Jersey Shore 49-yard line, kicking it away from Gavin Bastion. It's going to hit the turf and get a good roll for Jersey Shore into Selinsgrove territory, but great field position and exactly what Steve Briggs talks about. Kick off, get a great defense to stop, and you're hoping to get great field position, and exactly what happened. Selinsgrove will have it at their own 46-yard line to be on offense for the first time.
What I loved about that first possession there for Selinsgrove is they were getting penetration. They were getting in the backfield. They contained Jordan. These are things they're going to have to do in this game to win. They really only gave up one big play in that. It gave them an extra set of downs, but no damage, really. No damage. And Selinsgrove now has the ball with great field position, like you said.
Going with the power eye look to start here. Amato under center. No score. First quarter. Amato looking. A lot of time. Still looking. Gets rid of it. It's going to find Devin Mitchell with the catch, and he's able to get it out for a yard pickup. As a flag back at Rocco Amato. Was Bo Sechrist on the stop, but there's a roughing the passer call against the Jersey Shore Bulldogs.
And great protection there, especially with a couple offensive linemen being out tonight. That was great protection there. Amato buying time, working his way out of the pocket a little bit, using some pump fakes. Does find a man slightly open for maybe a 1 or 2 yard gain, but ultimately the penalty is going to be the best part of that play for Selinsgrove.
Selinsgrove on offense, sophomore quarterback Rocco Amato. Brett Rice, Ethan Miller in the backfield. Receiving core, Teets and Bastion. Up front, Crossan, Portwood, Hoffman, Oliveri, Tegan Manier. The tight end is Jake Bettle. Selinsgrove gets into Jersey Shore territory for the first time here tonight following the penalty. They have it at the Jersey Shore 39-yard line. They go with the power eye look. Amato drops back under heavy pressure. Got Miller and in out of his hands. Defended well by Sechrist, falls incomplete. Looking at the defense for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. Up front, Zeke Sechrist, Owen Vanderall, Slate Sechrist, Luke Thompson. The linebackers, Herr, Sechrist. The defensive back, Jordan, Ryan, Watkins, and Snyder on this 2nd down and 10 play for the Seals at the Jersey Shore 39-yard line. Breaking out of huddle to the Seals. Rocco Amato walking up behind center. Stay in that power look. Bastion, the lone wide receiver in the formation. He's on the left side. Amato under center. Takes a snap. Give it to Miller. Miller hit in the backfield. He'll go down. That's Sechrist on the stop, who we spotlighted at the beginning in the pregame. That's Slate Sechrist making the stop. That's a tackle for loss for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, we go from Bo Sechrist breaking up the pass to Slate Sechrist with a tackle in the backfield. So Ethan Miller, 2 plays in a row, taking some pretty big hits by the Sechrist boys.
So loss on the play, making a 3rd down and 13 outside of the 40-yard line in Jersey Shore territory are the Seals. No score, 9:22 to go in the opening quarter. 3 wide receivers in the formation. Blitz coming. Rocco Amato drops back. Got Bastion. Makes the catch. Spins to the outside. Snyder grabs him by the face mask, and it's going to be a penalty.
And that's about as bad as a face mask as you could ever see.
And that official that was right in front of it didn't even call it. Luckily, the back official called it.
Yeah, the guy right in front did not make the call, but you're correct, the backup one did. And that was as vicious a face mask as I've ever seen.
If you said, why is that penalty put into this game? Exactly for that. He used the face mask to take him to the ground.
100%. But you know what? 2 big penalties against Jersey Shore. They can boo all they want. Those are real penalties. And that's going to work out for the Seals as they're going to get another 1st down because of it.
They'll walk it down to the 21-yard line in Jersey Shore territory. No score, 9-10 to go in the opening quarter. First offensive possession for the Seals. In the first 2 weeks, they've scored on their opening possessions. They did it against Juniata, finished off with a 38-yard touchdown run. Last week, they were able to get a field goal from Noah Walter. This one goes to Brett Rice, right between the tackles. Nothing, just a wall of orange. No movement up front for the Selinsgrove Seals, and it's going to be a 2nd down and 10.
I mean, that's the name of the game, man. This Jersey Shore defense is pretty good. They're going to have their moments where they're going to get there in the backfield and break things up. But Selinsgrove just needs to stay focus and keep pushing downfield. They've picked up 2 first downs already, and they've had a couple plays like that where things got broken up in the backfield.
2nd down and 10, 8:20 to go in the opening quarter. Selinsgrove at Jersey Shore's 21-yard line. 2 wide receivers split to the right. Bastion the lone receiver on the left. That's where Rocco's looking for the slant. Gets rid of it, looking over the middle. Scary throw and almost intercepted. It was intended for Mason Vasquez, who almost made an amazing catch, one arm, because his other arm was being grabbed, but it falls incomplete. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 10 for the Seals.
Rocco just does a great job at keeping his head up, looking downfield. He feels the presence of a defender. Great timing to get rid of the ball. And clear as day, pass interference. I mean, Mason could not get his other arm free and still almost made an amazing catch with one hand.
White Teats is going to split far to the right with Vasquez in the slot. 3rd down and 10. Amato under center. Takes the snap. Looking for Bastion. Making the catch at the 15. Dragging defender down to the 10-yard line. Give them all 10. We'll see if it comes up enough for a 1st down. We'll check the spot there. Needed 10. Looked like he got 10 on that. Haven't got the official sign. Now we do. 1st down for the Seals.
And that was presence of mind there by Bastion. Not only just to catch the ball and turn upfield, but to find that 1st down marker. He was looking for, he knew where he needed to get to. He wasn't going to be stopped. Another big 1st down for the Selinsgrove Seals, as they are now 10 yards out from putting the first points on the board in this game.
Gavin Bastion's able to make 2 big catches, get 1st downs for the Seals, one coming off a penalty and this one coming off a catch and run to set up 1st down and 10 for the Selinsgrove Seals. 2 wide receivers split to the left. Going to go to Mitchell. Go through a hole. Bounces off the tackle at the 6. And it'll be tackled there. Bo Sechrist on the stop. Also on the stop for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs, number 7. That's Luke Ryan, but a good positive play for the Seals to the 6.
Goal, I believe it was, from the 10. Get 4 yards on 1st down there, and you did it in a way that other teams have not been able to do through the first 2 weeks. Between the tackles, running against Jersey Shore is not easy. That's a good sign, especially when you get down to these goal line situations.
Same formation, eye behind Rocco. Turn, give it to Miller, straight to the middle. Bouncing off the tackle inside the 5, down close to the 4. Bo Sechrist making the stop. Also on the stop for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs was Owen Vanderhoff. But a good positive play, and exactly what you talked about, Ryan. Positive plays will put this one in the end zone.
I have to think that high school, I'm not 100% sure, the same as the pros in college. You can't stick your foot out and trip somebody to tackle, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, did you see it right there? Defensive lineman, that's how the tackle was made on Miller there. Just stuck his foot out, but Jersey Shore got away with it.
Power eye, give it to Miller again. The fullback pushing for the goal line. Is he in? Touchdown, Selinsgrove Seals.
Hey, that's impressive. That's an impressive drive, especially when you get down to the 10-yard line and you run 3 straight plays between the tackles. You go to power football against a team that is notorious for shutting things down in that area. Very impressive drive. Good mix of offense there. Selinsgrove on the board first.
Noah Walter will attempt the extra point. Off the Maria snap. Teeth will hold. Looking for a good snap. Low, but gets it down. Walter approaches it up and good. Selinsgrove does what they've done in the first 2 weeks. Score on the opening drive. They did it against Juniata. They did it last week against Twin Valley. They do it again here tonight.
And that's beautiful. A great start. Defense came out, got the job done, and they got it done quick. Offense comes out, sees a couple hiccups, but they're able to overcome that, keep pushing the ball down the field, and then they just get to that power run game, and they're able to shove it in from 10 yards out. You couldn't ask for a better start. Now the defense can come back out with even more confidence.
3-0. That's our Blaze Alexander Ford Built for Tough Game of the Week. Blaze Alexander Ford Built for Tough Game of the Week, where it's worth the drive to Route 45. Amato under center with 2 wide receivers split to the right. He's looking to the right. Looking to throw it out there for Bastion. In and out of the hands of Bastion. Would have been a tough catch. Well defended by Elijah Jordan. And also Sechrist on the coverage. And boy, Ryan, just like that, it's a third. The first guy there. And then getting help also from Carter Crew. And then finally finished off by the Seals punt team. Jersey Shore will get the ball leading 14-7. Already up at the line of scrimmage. After they'll mark this down at the 39-yard line. We're in the second quarter. looking to get a big stop defensively for the Seals. Linebackers Bettle along with Vasquez, Miller, Mitchell, and Rice. Elijah Jordan gets the call, gives to Brody Hurd, going right, slammed to the turf by Crew, and he'll go down. It's a makeshift up front, Ryan, on that defensive line. Seeing a lot of guys get in there. This time it was Crew who was able to get involved to stop there.
Some cheering going on there on the opposite side. I'm not quite sure what that is.
Rolling to his right, reverses his field, coming back to the left. Bettle going to try to make the stop, grabs him and takes him to the turf at the 45-yard line. That'll be a third down at their own 46-yard line, so it's going to be a third down and 3.
And Selinsgrove right now, they can't let the tackle come to them. They got to go make the tackle, limit the yards there the best they can.
Catch is made by Snyder. He's got a first down and more. Makes a man miss. There's a flag on the play right where Brett Rice was trying to make the stop. And wonder if this is going to be a holding call. You hope so anyways against the Bulldogs.
Yeah, because they're just doing what they did the previous drives. Just quick snap, pass out in the flat, let your athletes make moves. And Snyder, he's an athlete. You know, he kind of reminds me of my boss, Joe Drum. My boss, Joe Drum, he's quite the athlete as well.
Well, if he's anything like the Snyder kid, boy, he does good things.
He was All-State, played at Lime Mountain back in the early 90s.
As the officials talk this penalty out, again, we're looking for Smoke-A-Dam Health Center backbreaker plays of the game. Love to get a big win here on the defensive side. Also, Selinsgrove football on Eagle 1 and 7, it's sponsored in part by Cole Stony Hill Tree Farm, Service First Federal Credit Union. So it is a penalty, walk off against the Jersey Shore Bulldogs and put the ball back at the 37-yard line. 10:46 to go in the first half. Selinsgrove trailing 14-7. 2 wide receivers split to the left, actually making trips to the left now. Got 2 defenders there against 3 guys. Gavin Bastian playing the safety. As Elijah Jordan, a low snap once again, drops back, looking, got a man, catches it on his knees, falls right to the ground. That's Luke Ryan, the junior, making the catch. So it'll be a 4th down after throwing catch by the Bulldogs. And Brody Hurd will drop back to punt it away. Keep an eye on fakes. Tom Gravish will do anything. We've seen it over the years. Just because they're in punt formation doesn't necessarily mean that that's what they're going to do. Brody Hurd drops back to punt. Gavin Bastian will be the return man. Snaps to Brody Hurd. He will kick it away. A line drive kick. It'll hit at the 20, roll inside the 10, down close to the 5-yard line, inside the 5 to the 4. Sometimes bad kicks are good kicks, and that's the case that time for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. It was a line drive kick that got beyond Bastian and rolls back. So Selinsgrove trailing 14-7 will have it deep in their own territory inside the 5. We're seeing guys get in the game here tonight that we haven't seen. We've already talked a lot about Sheltman, number 43, number 21, Carter Crew, have gotten in the game for the Seals on the defensive side. But now Selinsgrove on the offensive side, trailing 14-7, 9:55 to go in the first half. Brett Rice in the eye behind Rocco Amato with Miller the fullback. Fumbled snap. Rocco Amato falls on top of it. Couldn't go anywhere. So it's going to be back at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be a 2nd down and 10 play for the Seals.
That's just a good job, though, by Rocco just to get the possession back there on the muff snap. Boy, what a horrible area there that would have been if it would have been a turnover. Give Jersey Shore the ball just 4 yards out of the end zone.
Play clock running at 15. The Seals break out of the huddle. Sending 2 wide receivers split to the left, a tight end Bettle on the right. I formation behind Rocco. 2nd down and 10. Looking over the defense is Amato, taking the snap, giving it to the deep man Rice. He's going to try to fall forward to get to the 5-yard line. Not much more than that. It will be a 3rd down and long for the Seals.
Well, it's just important here, get this ball out away from the end zone a little bit. So if you do have to punt here, you're not going to be in a short area stuffed in the back of the end zone and risk, a block punt. So Seals are just getting some yards here right now because for field position, it'd be a small victory within the game.
So Seals have it again. 3rd down and long. I formation behind Amato. Going to get to Rice again. Dances in the backfield, not much. Goes down. Secrets on the stop. So it'll be a 4th down, and Noah Walter will have to come out to punt it away.
Well, a little bit better position, though, for the punt now than where they started. So Seals are going to give him a little bit of space for Walter so he can catch it and get a normal kickoff here. Hopefully a boomer. This is where special teams can come in pretty big.
Snyder and Elijah Jordan standing at midfield, waiting for the punt by Walter. Long count. Walter gets a good snap, gets it away. The line drive kick, short kick though, be taken by Snyder at the 35. Up the right sideline, makes a man miss at the 25, and slams to the turf to the 15. Jersey Shore in business at the Selinsgrove 14-yard line. 1st down and 10, leading the Seals 14-7.
Well, now the defense really has their back against the wall. Very short field after a pretty good punt, though, by Walter. And that was a nice punt, but even better return from Jersey Shore. They're already in the red zone for this drive, as it looks like, about the 14-yard line, Pat, as they're going to have 1st down and 10.
Trips to the left, a receiver to the right for Elijah Jordan. Shotgun formation, keeper. He's going to run. Nope, now he's going to cut back. He's got a lot of room. 2nd level, still going. 5, touchdown.
Basically untouched. He's shifty. He's just a shifty athlete at quarterback, and he goes into the end zone from 14 yards out untouched. Jersey Shore, very impressive with the way that they can move the ball, whether it's quick passes out in the flats or the QB just taking off. I mean, how many do you have the stat? How many handoffs has he had in this game? How many guys have actually ran the ball outside of the quarterback, like through a quarter and half, almost a quarter and a half of this game? It's been the majority of the quarterback running.
Herr will attempt the extra point. It's a line drive, and it's blocked. It's his first missed extra point all season, but Selinsgrove sees the Jersey Shore Bulldogs get great field position on a punt return and able to take it in for the score. They increase their lead to 21-7 over the Jersey Shore, or over the Selinsgrove Seals, as Jersey Shore takes a one-play drive. That's all it took from 14 yards out. It took just 5 seconds to increase their lead. The extra point, no good. Jersey Shore leading 20-7 over the Seals. Time to rally here. Just you talked about it the last possession. Put something a little bit. Send some guys in motion. Throw it out in the flat to maybe Rice, an explosive guy. Maybe a quick pitch to him going left to right. Something to try to get this team, this Jersey Shore team, out of the box and respect something that Selinsgrove can do offensively. They did it in the first possession, and they're trying to muster it up again here as they trail now 20-7 to the Jersey Shore Bulldogs with 7:35 to go in the first half.
Yeah, good kick return here would be a good punch to the mouth of Jersey Shore. So come out, get a little confidence here in some special team plays, and we know Rice has the ability to do that.
Jordan getting his 2nd touchdown of the night. Brett Rice gets it on the run. He's got room. Able to get away from a couple guys. Crosses the 35 out to the 37-yard line. Great field position for the Seals as they do see themselves trailing 20-7 to the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. Jersey Shore 2-0 on the season as they're able to beat Dallas in the opener, Delville last week. Selinsgrove sits at 1-1. This is the first hack game for either team. Seals break out of the huddle. Shotgun formation. Mitchell, the deep man behind Rocco Amato in the pistol look. 5 receivers to the right. Bastian goes in motion from left to right. Give it to Mitchell. Straight up the middle, a couple yards before he's upended by the linebackers. That's Brody Herr on the stop for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs.
I like the running style of Mitchell. He is a tough runner, just like Ethan Miller. Both those guys just churn and driving their knees. Fundamental football there. And those kind of runs wear down on a defense. So if they can keep getting a couple yards out of that here, it's going to pay off for them in the long run. See if they can't wear out some of this middle interior defense of Jersey Shore.
They stay in the same look. 2 receivers to the right. Shotgun for Amato. Gets a snap, looking, gets rid of it. Throws it out for Bastian. It out of Bastian's hand, and he's thrown to the turf.
Well, pass goes in and out of the hands of Bashins. It was kind of high, but it's a catch he normally gets. He kind of got an extra shove put on him at the end of that play, and then he retaliates. He's going to be the one that gets called for this, unfortunately, and that's going to be detrimental as this offense is trying to get something going on 2nd and 8.
It's a long discussion being had by the referees. As you described it, it was maybe the retaliation that's going to be called. Selinsgrove football on SBC Sports Live, sponsored in part by Northumberland Bank, Lay's Alexander Family Dealerships. We talked about it on the way up too, Ryan. This team falls behind. You can't have that happen. And right now you test some of the character. You got to stay within yourself, stay within the game, stay focused no matter the circumstance. And that right there was just a frustration foul. You get up, you think you maybe could have caught it, trying to make a play, and took exception to being pushed. But again, you can't get up, push back, as anybody would tell you. It's the one that retaliates is usually going to get the penalty.
Yep, that's the way it is. And, you go from a 3rd down and 8 to now about 3rd down and 20, 3rd down and 19.
Ball sitting at their own their own
23
yard line.
3rd and 23.
Going to give it to Miller. He goes straight up the middle. Bounces off a tackle, trying to drag Seacrest. He's going to get close to the 30-yard line, but it's going to be well short of a first down, as you mentioned, as they need to get all the way out to their own 47-yard line to pick up a first down. But not going to happen. It's going to be another punting situation just that quickly for the Seals, as Noah Walter will come out. Dropping back will be Snyder and Elijah Jordan standing inside their own 35-yard line, waiting for the Walter punt.
Right now the clock is running, so the run on 3rd and long, I like it. It gets the clock running. Get your punt team out there. You want to get into halftime as quick as you can and make some adjustments. Well, what a punt.
Good
by
punt
Noah
by
Walter.
Walter. Snyder catches it over his shoulder. Take it from left to right. Runs away from a couple guys. And finally going to be slammed to the turf. Questionable block there. Flags do come out. And wonder if it's going to be a block in the back and go against the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. So at this point, lead 20-7 with 6:04 to go in the first half. Stick around at halftime. We'll give you the scoring recap, stats. We'll give Murphy's Seals athletic rundown, Ryan's analysis of that first half as we start preparing for the second half. Right now, Selinsgrove trailing 20-7 with 6:04 to go in the first half. Give you some updated scores as well as a part of our Aubrey Alexander Toyota bringing you our out-of-town scoreboard. And we talk about some new numbers that we have not seen, and Shelton will stay in there, number 43 on that defensive line. Looks like a bit of an undersized guy. Told you at the beginning, Bullington not playing, so a couple different people trying to fill those shoes of Jared Bullington. Trips to the left, one wide receiver to the right. Elijah Jordan taking the snaps, going to pitch it out to Brody Jordan, or Brody Herr. He's going to be upended as he tried to stretch for the 20-yard line. And he'll stop Vasquez along with Ethan Miller.
Yeah, good job there. Sniffing out the option. Jersey Shore has had some big plays on the option tonight. Vasquez and Miller closing things pretty quick. Get a tackle for a loss.
Jordan rolling to his right this time. Deep down the left sideline. Looking for a man. Overthrows his intended receiver. Defended by Wyatt Teets. It'll bring up a third down for the Bulldogs.
Hey, do you remember in film against Del Val, they ran that exact same play and the exact same result just outside the fingertips of Snyder. Boy, if they get that down, if they're able to work on that pattern, they're going to be a deadly offense.
So 3rd down and 12, 5:32 to go in the first half. Selinsgrove trailing 20-7. Elijah Jordan drops back, getting pressured out of the pocket, trying to look downfield, being swarmed around by white shirts, still going rolling to his left. He's got to get rid of it, looking for a man out there, and he's going to make the catch for a first down.
Man, that hurts there. Selinsgrove did everything right the whole way. But Jordan just making another play. He's an athlete, finds a man downfield. Devastating.
Carson Watkins on the other end of that desperate throw by Elijah Jordan. Gets the ball in Selinsgrove territory at the 49. Elijah Jordan going to run this time. Gets to the edge, being pursued by Wyatt Teets. hit by YT to Gavin Bastion. Could be a 3-yard pickup. It'll be a 2nd down and 7 at the Selinsgrove 46-yard line. Coming up on 5 to go in the first half. Selinsgrove trailing 20-7. Shotgun formation for Shore. Quickly up to the line of scrimmage. Twins to each side. Quick throw this time. Making the catch is Hale. Being chased by Bettle. And it'll be taken out of bounds.
And I don't know how there's not a penalty there, because Martinez was in pursuit for the tackle, and he got shoved from behind to the ground. That's how they were able to get the first down. It's right in front of the official. I don't understand how you can't throw your flag there.
And Coach Winrick talking it over with the side judge on that, trying to get an explanation how it's not. Now whistle for a timeout. Selinsgrove will take a timeout here. Winrick called for a timeout. He's having a discussion with the official here on the near side. Wasn't listening to it. So Matt Winrick decided to take a timeout. Boy, you talk about backbreaker play of the game, and you hate for a candidate to be on the opposing side. But that play by Elijah Jordan, he spun, bought some time, was being surrounded by 4 white shirts, and throws a pass beyond the defense, caught out there by Watkins. Instead of being a punting situation or a big loss in a punting situation, ends up being a first down for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. And now they have it at the Selinsgrove 37-yard line. They have it first down and 10 with 4:41 to go in the first half.
I agree with you, though, Pat. I mean, that's got to be the leader for the Shamokin Dam Health Center backbreaker play. I mean, you get a great punt. On top of it, there's a penalty for clipping. You push them back really far. You get 2 good plays in a row, and it looks like you're going to get this big 3rd down sack. Quarterback breaks out of it, finds the man not wide open, barely open downfield. He makes the catch. That is a backbreaker.
It's going to go to her to the right. Gets out of a Mitchell tackle. Will be stopped by Brett Rice and Ethan Miller. He's going to pick up about 5. Looks like it'll be about 2nd down and 5 as Mitchell's asking to come to the sidelines.
Yeah, it looked like after he tried to make that tackle there, something with his shoulder, he kind of grabbed at it. But off on his own power, just getting a little bit of attention here in the sideline. He's a tough kid. Wouldn't be surprised if he's not back in a play or 2.
Some personnel as Mitchell has to come out, so they bring in a new lineman. That's Portwood. And sends number 52. Got to remember to find out who 52 is. He'll move to the linebacker position.
Good job by officiating there, stop and play, allowing the injured player to get off the field and the sub to come in.
2nd down and 5. Quick pitch to Brody Hurd, going right. Trying to break containment. Jumps, hit. Taken out by a host of white shirts. Brett Rice in on the stop. Along with number 52. That's my goal at halftime. Got to figure out who 52 is as he helped out on the stop there. To be short of a first down. Looks to be. Nope, they're going to say it is a first down right at the marker.
Well, you got just under 4 minutes remaining here in the half. Man, be good to bend, but don't break defense right here by Selinsgrove.
Quick throw out here. Hale makes the catch. Makes Bettle miss. Now he's got a lot of green grass in front of him. Bastion trying to get him. Slams him to the turf at the 6-yard line.
Oh, man, just got to make that tackle there. If that tackle was made, it might even be for a loss. But showing athleticism as Hale gets out around the would-be tackle and downfield for another first down. They're inside the 10-yard line down to the 7.
First down, goal to go. A lot of movement up front. Looks like the right guard might have jumped for the Bulldogs. See if that pushes them back. Officials will talk about it. It looks like it's a false start as the white cap tells it is. So that's going to drive Jersey Shore back and give Selinsgrove a bit of a deep breath here. Trailing 27. Jersey Shore looking to add to it with 3:33 to go here in first half.
Well, you'll take anything right now for Selinsgrove. Another penalty by Jersey Shore. So it's going to push them back. They're still 1st and goal from the 12.
Quick throw this time. Get it out to Snyder. Gets a block out ahead of him. Snyder going to get to the goal line, dive for it, and they're going to say he's in for a touchdown.
Snyder's an athlete. I didn't think he was going to be able to get the edge there. That was even well defended by Selinsgrove. Snyder, great speed, got out around the edge, and just leaps, outstretched ball just over top the pylon. And Jersey Shore getting another score in with 3 minutes and 16 seconds. It's going to be 26-7, pending a PAT, possibly 27-7. Nope, they're going for 2.
Going for 2. They didn't miss the last PAT. Elijah Jordan will get the snap. He's going to keep it. Dances in the backfield, gets to the goal line, and completes the 2-point conversion.
Makes the score now. Jersey Shore 28. Selinsgrove 7.
Go back to the play that Elijah Jordan created on what appeared to be a potentially big loss on the play. Is able to find his receiver Watkins to pick up the big first down. Jersey Shore takes advantage of that, gets the ball down the field, finished off by the touchdown reception by Snyder. First passing touchdown of the night for the Bulldogs as they now have put back-to-back. 2 in the first quarter, 2 in the second quarter. And with the 2-point conversion, they now lead 28-7 over the Seals. Comes with 3:16 to go in the first half. Try to get something positive in the last 16. They move the ball, find something against this Jersey Shore defense. Those connections between quarterback and receiver. Try to get those deep slants is something to get the ball moving down the field to try to get something positive going into halftime. Right now, again, Selinsgrove trailing to the Jersey Shore Bulldogs, 28-7. Jersey Shore scored in on another double-digit play drive, going 10 plays, 79 yards, taking 2 minutes and 48 seconds. The 2-point conversion good, following the Snyder 12-yard touchdown reception. Jersey Shore leading 28-7. That's the Selinsgrove Ford drive summary.
I'm a glass half full guy. I mean, right now you've got 3 minutes and 16 seconds. Put a drive together, get a touchdown on the board. You go into halftime, you're only down 14. That is much more manageable.
It's an up man here who's able to jump on top of it. The kickoff was a line drive. Selinsgrove fortunate that Neidig was able to jump on top after it hit his hands. He jumped on top of it when it looked like orange shirts were closing in quickly. Selinsgrove may secure a possession here. Just another situation that would have just been monstrous against the Selinsgrove Seals.
But it's going to work out great, and it's because Neidig worked his butt off there. He just got pelted with a line drive kick and then scrambled as it took an unfavorable bounce and maintained possession. And because of his efforts, great field position here with 3 minutes and 11 seconds. A touchdown here would be huge going into halftime. A 14-point game would be great and manageable.
Rice gets the call. He's going to drive a tackle beyond the 40, out to almost the 42-yard line.
I like it. I like the play call. Pick up 4 or 5 yards on first down. You got plenty of time. You don't have to scramble. You have timeouts. You have 2 timeouts on the board. You can get things done here still running the ball before halftime.
Clock is running. 2:40 to go in the first half. They stay in that I formation look. Brett Rice is the deep man in the I. Play clock at 7. Blitz coming. Going to get some movement up front.
It's a wee far side of the line there. Definitely jumped. So you're going to have a 5-yard penalty.
One thing Selinsgrove has done that's hurt them is lots of penalties in this young season. New coaching staff. A lot of new faces across the offense, but that's a penalty against the Seals to make it a second down and 11. 2:24 and counting in the first half. Selinsgrove trailing 28-7 to the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. Selinsgrove did score first. They led 7-0, but now Jersey Shore's run off 28 unanswered points and lead 28-7. Blitz coming. Amato, inside handoff to Miller. Runs over a defender at the 40, falls to the 41-yard line. It'll be a third down and long for the Seals.
And a manageable third down. And what we've seen when Selinsgrove needs some yards on third down to pick up that first down, they've done those quick hitches, those quick outs to bash it in the flat. See if Jersey Shore is aware of that as well. Would not be surprised if they don't have some man coverage on Bastion here with some help over top with the safety, because that's where they've gone when they needed some water from the well. That's Bastion in the flat.
This time they're going to go with the look with 2 wide receivers to the left, the tight end Bettle on the right side of the formation. Seacrest showing blitz off the end. Fumbled snap, picked up by Miller. Run over defender Brody Hurd to get a positive play out of it as he's going to take it out to the 45-yard line.
Are they giving him that spot?
No, right at the 45.
I was going to say.
He rolled over on his helmet, almost did a headstand, and he gets up a little wobbly. I think they're going to have to get him out of the game. Talking about tapping on top of his head. He needs a sub.
Yeah.
He's down on the turf following that run by Ethan Miller. Take a look, updated Xavier out-of-town scoreboard. Last we saw, Shamokin was leading Shikellamy. Now they are leading 35-0. Lewisburg leading Bloomsburg 14-3. Line Mountain up on Juniata 14-6. Southern up on Milton 21-7. Danville leading Montoursville 9-6. Those are our out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Aubrey Alexander Toyota, bringing our out-of-town scoreboard.
Now, do you go for it here for Selinsgrove? 4th and, not saying 3.
They are jogging Walter out to kick it away. He's done a nice job kicking. See if he can't get Jersey Shore deep in their own territory for this remaining 1:18 in the first half.
Some cute confusion here. Not enough guys out in the field. Now there might be too many. Is there 12? Maybe 12 men on the field. Nope, 11.
They're lined up to punt it away. 10 seconds on the play clock. High snap to Walter, but he's got it clean. Gets it away. Good punt. Going away from the return man. Bounces to 15. Inside the 15 to the 5. Return man up the left sideline. Reversing his field, Snyder. Neidig in on the stop on the special teams coverage for the Seals at the 16-yard line, 1:04. And now we got a flag on the play after the play. See who this penalty is going to go against. We talked about composure, especially when we have 1:04 to go. If it's a penalty against Selinsgrove and give Jersey Shore more of an opportunity or thought of trying to take this ball down and get more points on the board before the first half. They lead 28-7 with 1:04 to go in the first half.
Man, I'll tell you what, Noah Walter can punt. He's got a great leg. It's multiple punts tonight, great distance, and making it a long field for this Jersey Shore offense. And, you know, every time they've had a short field, they've taken advantage of it. So can't forget the importance of special teams. And right now, Noah Walter having a nice game, doing everything he can to help this squad.
And the penalty goes against the Bulldogs. They'll drive the ball back to the 6-yard line. First down and 10 from their own 6. 1:04 to go in the first half. Selinsgrove trailing by 21. They trail 28-7. 4 wide receivers in the formation. Elijah Jordan's going to keep it. Dancing in the backfield. Makes a man miss at the 11. And it's going to be driven out of bounds by Martinez. Gets out of bounds. Will stop the clock. 58 seconds to go. But it looks like Jersey Shore. Oh, no, training staff's going to come out. There's a man down on the field for the Seals. So both teams will make their way to the sideline as the training staff makes their way out.
Looks like maybe cramping.
And the score recap was like this. Selinsgrove got on the board first like they have done in the first 3 games. As they got on the board on their opening drive, were able to take it down on a 10-play drive covering 54 yards. Was finished off by 2-yard run by Ethan Miller. They came with 6:47 to go in the first quarter. Extra point was good, and Selinsgrove led at that point 7-0. But Jersey Shore would come back with 3:57 to go in the first quarter, get a Herr touchdown from 2 yards out. 10-play drive covering 79 yards. Took 2 minutes and 43 seconds. The extra point good. We're all knotted up at 7-7. And then Elijah Jordan would get on the board with a 1-yard touchdown run. That was a 6-play drive, going 54 yards, extra point good, 14-7 lead for the Bulldogs, and that would be the score at the end of the first quarter. But back-to-back scores in that second quarter, one by Jordan, the next one by Snyder on a 12-yard touchdown reception, and it's pushed the Jersey Shore lead to 28-7 over the Seals. As getting to his feet is Mason Vasquez, who'll make his way to the sideline a bit gingerly on what appeared to be what we hope is just a cramp and nothing more than that. Got 58 seconds to go in the opening half. Jersey Shore has it deep in their own territory at the 15-yard line. As getting ready to put this one back in play, the trainers make their way. Jersey Shore trainers on the far side slowly making their way to the sideline, and they finally get off. So now we can put this back in play. Man goes in motion for the Bulldogs from right to left. Elijah Jordan looking right. Now he's going to take off a run. Nope, back up and throw. Gets it. Makes the catch as Hale. Gets away from one tackle. And finally out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Neidig was the first guy there, but finished off by Martinez, making a stop, and Bettel also gets there on the stop.
Yeah, everything he could do there to get out of bounds. I thought he might have been actually got his knee down before he reached out of bounds, but officials say different. They're able to stop the clock and keep this drive going.
Jordan's going to roll to his right. Steps up, throws, got a man. Making the catch is Snyder. Gets away from Teets. Brett Rice is going to grab him, slams to the turf, and there's going to be a face mask. Flag on the far side as Rice and Bastian got to the tackle.
And that's devastating. Yeah, they got the first down and some extra yards, but you're being tackled inbounds, and clock is going to run. Well, it's first down. It was stopped till they get set, but they're going to have to burn a timeout. Now they're not going to do anything. Penalty's going to add more yards to it. Still 38.6 seconds. Jersey Shore has 2 timeouts. Yeah, there's a lot that can be done here in 38 seconds.
The way that this offense moves for Jersey Shore and getting help on the penalties, the official's going to walk the ball deeper in Selinsgrove territory to the 30-yard line. This will be a first down and 10 for the Bulldogs at the Selinsgrove 30-yard line.
Yeah, 15 yards, that's crucial.
Elijah Jordan in the shotgun formation. 5 receivers to each side. Looks over the defense. Quick throw. Throws it out there for Hale. Makes the catch. Gets a block ahead of him. Runs away from a couple tackles. Still going. Being chased from behind by the Seals into the end zone. Touchdown for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. We got a man down. That's Gavin Bastian as he's laying on the track here on the near side.
Not quite sure. It was out of our view. I don't know if he slid here on the gravel, as Jersey Shore doesn't have a track around the field. It is actually stone. I'm wondering if Gavin lost his footing and slid there.
Training staff will make his way down into the far corner. As you said, can't see real well down the corner there. As Hale made the catch, again, making guys miss. Getting away from tackles and then turns it on and gets to the corner and take it in for the score for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. And you're talking backbreaker possession of the game. The Shamokin Dam Health Center backbreaker possession of the game candidate for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs as they're able to take it from deep in their own territory, helped by some penalties and big plays, and take it in for the score as a training staff helping Bastian as he makes his way to the bench right in front of us with JT.
Walking on his own power, so you like seeing that.
As Jersey Shore will attempt the extra point. See, Peter Scorzone, he'll make his way out. Neidig out there as well in this punt, or in this on defense against the extra point try by the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. Brody Herr will attempt the extra point following the touchdown by the Bulldogs. Kick is up plenty of distance, and it's good.
It makes the score now. Jersey Shore 35. Selinsgrove 7.
So Jordan able to get his second passing touchdown of the night as he was able to find Hale for the 30-yard touchdown reception. Quick throw, saw it on film, those quick outs, and then your athletes are able to make plays. And Jersey Shore did that with Hale as he's taken 30 yards after the quick catch. That's following the 4-play drive covering 92 yards, Ryan, and it took 36 seconds. The extra point good, and increases the lead to 35-7 with just 28 seconds to go in the first half.
And, you know, Jersey Shore has 2 timeouts here. If they have a good kickoff here, pin Selinsgrove back pretty far.
Number 7.
I guess Selinsgrove, even on 3rd down, if Jersey Shore used 2 timeouts, they'd be able to run out the clock. But as quick as they're striking offensively, I'm just scared they get the ball back again somehow with 29 seconds left here in the half.
As Brody Herb kicks it away, end over end kick to Rice. Rice muffs it, trying to jump on top of it, and he does. It'll be spotted down outside the 20, about the 23-yard line as it went off the 7 on Brett Rice's uniform. He's able to scramble to jump back on top of it. And you can tell Brett Rice is giving what he's got. He's spent, got his hands on his hips, and he's going to come to the sidelines as you think Selinsgrove will take it easy here, run the play, or take a knee and try to run it out to end the first half.
Get into half. Get into half, some adjustments, get coached up.
As Rocco will walk up under center with Mitchell and Miller behind him. Takes a snap and goes down, takes the knee. 20 seconds on the clock, and both teams will say that's the final play of the first half. Don't go anywhere. We'll give you score and recap of that first half, your stats of the first half, get Murphy's Seals athletic rundown, scores from other games going on around the Valley. We'll check in with Ryan, get his analysis of that first half and what Seals would have to do to get back in this one in the second half. Selinsgrove trailing here at halftime, 35-7 to the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. This is Selinsgrove football presented by Selinsgrove Ford on Eagle 107, eagle107.com, and on the SBC Sports Live YouTube channel.
The Sunbury Motor Company.
Austin Martin, Kia Elite Sales Consultant, Maranatha Christian School.
Amber Wren, Certified Hyundai and Lincoln Sales Consultant, Selinsgrove Area High School.
Ian Chakosky, Certified Ford Sales Professional, Mount Carmel and Shamokin area.
Christopher Stengline, Ford Certified Sales Consultant, Selinsgrove Area High School.
Tom Mertz, fourth generation owner, Sunbury Motor Company, Shikellamy High School.
A tradition of trust since 1915.
This world is filled with breathtaking moments where every road is an invitation to adventure and new stories. Built for those who crave exploration, freedom of the open road, and above all, safety. Subaru will take you through the rugged mountains and everywhere in between, empowering you to experience the wonders of nature like never before. Whether you're a trailblazer or a weekend explorer, come and visit W&L Subaru, where we will help you discover the joy of driving and embrace your love of the great outdoors.
J.J. Powell's Easy Pay makes heating your home simple. Capped pricing, budget-friendly payments, and automatic delivery mean you can rest easy knowing you're covered. And here's the best part. Enroll in Easy Pay. Visit jjpowell.com/easypay or call 800-432-0866 to join. J.J. Powell, take it easy.
At Zerman's, we know buying a vehicle is an important decision, and we treat it that way. No matter if you're buying one of our pre-owned vehicles for under $10,000 or a brand new fully loaded Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, or any vehicle in between, our friendly and knowledgeable staff works hard to offer quality vehicles and a great experience. We've been proud to be serving your transportation needs since 1889, so if you're tired of having to give your social security number before going on a test drive or a blood sample before getting your trade appraised, maybe it's time to experience what we call the Zerman difference.
Getting the scoring column on a 2-yard run. It came with 3:57 to go in the opening quarter. That was a 10-play drive. It covered 79 yards, took 2 minutes and 43 seconds, extra point good, and it was all knotted up at 7-7. But the Jersey Shore Bulldogs would have back-to-back touchdowns. This time Elijah Jordan from 1 yard out. 6-play drive. It was a 54-yard drive, the extra point good, and it was 14-7 lead for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs, and that would be the score at the end of the first quarter. We move into the second quarter. It was all Jersey Shore. Back-to-back touchdowns. The first one coming on Elijah Jordan's second rushing touchdown of the night. This one from 14 yards out. It was a 1-play drive covering 14 yards. Extra point no good, but it was a 20-7 lead for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. But then Snyder would make the catch, pass from Elijah Jordan, taking it from 12 yards out. It came with 3:16 to go in the first half. 10-play drive covering 79 yards took 2 minutes and 48 seconds before getting the ball into the end zone for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. 2-point conversion good, and it was a 28-7 lead for the Bulldogs. They would have it another one to make it 35-7. Another touchdown reception from Elijah Jordan going to Hale. Hale made the catch, covered 30 yards, 4-play 92 yards, took just 36 seconds. Extra point good, and it was a 35-7 lead for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. And that's where we stand at halftime with the Jersey Shore Bulldogs leading the Selinsgrove Seals 35-7. As we continue with the halftime show, we'll give you our stats, other scores of other games going on around the Valley. But first, we'll give you the Seals athletic rundown with our very own Murphy O'Brien.
They will spend the next week on the road as they make the trips to Shamokin and Danville. This week, the boys soccer team had back-to-back home games. They started with a close 2-1 victory against Hughesville before ending their week with a tough loss against Northumberland Christian. Next week, they'll travel to Central Mountain before returning home for a matchup with Milton. The field hockey team dropped a tight 1-0 match with Midwest early in the week. They ended their week with a dominant win against Danville. Tomorrow, they will travel to Palmyra to compete in a tournament. They will take on the Mifflinburg Wildcats and the Shikellamy Braves at home later in the week. The golf team improved to 3-1 as they beat Central Mountain 166-175. They will stay at home and take on the Midwest Mustangs on Tuesday afternoon. The girls' tennis team met their rivals on Tuesday and earned their first win of the season against the Braves. Later in the week, they traveled to Central Columbia where they fell short to the Blue Jays. The Seals return for a week at home as they meet Lewisburg, Danville, and Central Mountain. The girls' cross-country team was back in action on Tuesday, and they improved to 5-1 with big wins over Bloomsburg, Midwest, and Milton. The boys' cross-country team also competed on Tuesday and earned close wins as they also improved to 5-1, moving past Bloomsburg, Midwest, and Milton. They will be at home for the first time on Tuesday as Central Columbia and Mifflinburg travel to Selinsgrove. This is Murphy O'Brien. Join me each week for the Seals Athletic Rundown on Eagle 107 and eagle107.com.
Appreciate getting the score or the Seals Athletic Rundown from Murphy O'Brien. Get it each week, getting busier here in the fall. A lot more teams getting involved in their seasons, deeper into their season here at Jersey Shore Tubman Street Stadium. Selinsgrove trailing 35-7 again as the Selinsgrove Marching Band entertaining the crowd on the far side and getting an ovation from the Jersey Shore fans. Again, we're at halftime. We'll go to break, come back, been handed the stats. We'll take a look at those, get other scores of other games going on around the Valley, and much more as we continue with the halftime show here on Eagle 107, eagle107.com, and on the SBC Sports Live YouTube channel.
Northumberland National Bank, proudly serving our community for over 120 years. And now we've taken a giant leap into the future with a brand new online and mobile banking experience. Our mobile app lets you manage your finances from the comfort of your home or on the go. With remote deposit capture, simply snap a picture of your check and it's deposited securely into your account. Experience the ease and convenience of banking like never before, like checking your credit score on the go or applying for a mortgage right from your home. Visit our website at noribank.com, the Northumberland National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Zerman's, we know buying a vehicle is an important decision, and we treat it that way. No matter if you're buying one of our pre-owned vehicles for under $10,000 or a brand new fully loaded Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, or any vehicle in between, our friendly and knowledgeable staff works hard to offer quality vehicles and a great experience. We've been proud to be serving your transportation needs since 1889. So if you're tired of having to give your social security number before going on a test drive or a blood sample before getting your trade appraised, maybe it's time to experience what we call the Zerman difference.
With gas rewards at Wise, your everyday purchases can add up to big savings at the pump. So next time you're fueling the kids after practice, filling up your fridge, or topping off your dinner table, you can shop and save in-store and at the pump so your wallet isn't running on empty. Earn one Wise Reward point for every qualifying dollar you spend and save up to $1 off per gallon with Wise Gas Rewards.
Eat better, spend less, that's Wise.
Buy the best pre-owned vehicle from the area's #1 certified pre-owned Ford dealer, Selinsgrove Ford. Selinsgrove Ford at the Bridge in Selinsgrove and at selinsgroveford.com.
Welcome back to halftime. Pat O'Brien and Ryan Brandt. Take a look at other scores going on around the valley. We call it our Aubrey Alexander Toyota out-of-town scoreboard. As Shamokin leading Chickalemi 42-0. Lewisburg up on Bloom at halftime, 14-3. Juniata trailing by 8 to Lime Mountain, 14-6. Columbia Montour Votech all over Montrose, 44-0. Central Mountain and Williamsport says it's still in the first quarter, 0-0. I'll have to see if we can get updated score there. Got Amanda Friend sending me the updated scores on Southern Columbia and Milton, with Southern Columbia leading 28-7. The Executive Education Academy up on Central Columbia 7-0. Mount Carmel and Mifflinburg in a good one, as Mount Carmel leads 26-20. Troy all over South Williamsport, shut them out 36-0. Warrior Run beating Midwest, shutting them out in the first half 50-0. Montgomery up on Sayre 28-13. And Muncie leading 45-0 over Cononiqua Valley. That's in the second quarter. Our Blaze Alexander Ford Built for a Tough game of the week. It's a good one, as we've said, as Montoursville trailing Danville just 9-8. Keep an eye on that one all night long. We call it the Blaze Alexander Ford Built for a Tough game of the week, where it's worth the drive to Route 45. Halftime here, Selinsgrove trailing after scoring their first possession as they've done the last 2 weeks. They did it again here tonight. But then watch, the Jersey Shore Bulldogs unfortunately score 35 unanswered points, and they lead at halftime 35-7. Take a break, come back. We'll give you a stat rundown of that first half, all part of the halftime show here on Eagle 107, eagle107.com, and on the SBC Sports Live YouTube channel.
J.J. Powell's Easy Pay makes heating your home simple. Capped pricing, budget-friendly payments, and automatic delivery mean you can rest easy knowing you're covered. And here's the best part. Enroll in Easy Pay. Visit jjpowell.com/easypay or call 800-432-0866 to join. J.J. Powell, take it easy.
This world is filled with breathtaking moments where every road is an invitation to adventure and new stories. Built for those who crave exploration, freedom of the open road, and above all, safety. Subaru will take you through the rugged mountains and everywhere in between, empowering you to experience the wonders of nature like never before. Whether you're a trailblazer or a weekend explorer, come and visit W&L Subaru, where we will help you discover the joy of driving and embrace your love of the great outdoors.
Experience the difference at Blaze Alexander Family Dealership. For over 40 years, Blaze Alexander has been Central PA's top choice for unbeatable prices. With 20 locations and 11 brands, we have what you want at a price you deserve. Over 4,000 new and pre-owned vehicles available. Why go anywhere else? Stop and shop or check us out online at blazealexander.com. Sales, service, parts, collision.
The Sunbury Motor Company.
Austin Martin, Kia Elite Sales Consultant, Maranatha Christian School.
Amber Wren, Certified Hyundai and Lincoln Sales Consultant, Selinsgrove Area High School.
Ian Chikuski, Certified Ford Sales Professional, Mount Carmel and Shamokin area.
Christopher Stengline, Ford Certified Sales Consultant, Selinsgrove Area High School.
Tom Mertz, fourth generation owner, Sunbury Motor Company, Shikellamy High School.
A tradition of trust since 1915.
I don't know. Talk a second.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Tree Stadium, Pat O'Brien, Ryan Brandt, Rick Erdman, our producer. Our stats been handed to us by our stat man, Zach Showers. And as you would imagine, not looking good for the Selinsgrove Seals. 3 first downs, all in the first drive. They only have 18 yards rushing, 22 yards passing for a total of 40 yards in that first half of offense. 3 penalties for 35 yards. The only bright spot, no turnovers by the Selinsgrove Seals. For Jersey Shore, leading 35-7, 15 first downs, 115 yards rushing, 200 yards passing for a total of 315 yards of offense. 7 penalties by Jersey Shore for 68 yards, but also no turnovers for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. Individual numbers, Elijah Jordan, 15 for 19 for 200 yards and 2 touchdowns. Hale has 5 catches, 85 yards and a touchdown. Watkins, 3 catches for 68 yards. And the main target, Snyder, 4 catches for 52 yards and a touchdown. In the rushing department, we knew coming in that Elijah Jordan is a running back. Not only does he put up good passing yards, but he's rushed 89 yards on 11 carries and 2 touchdowns. And his running back mate, Brody Hurd, 10 carries for just 26 yards. For the Selinsgrove Seals in the rushing department, Ethan Miller, 6 carries for 18 yards and a touchdown. Brett Rice, 4 carries for 9 yards. Mitchell, 3 carries for 6 yards. Amato through the air, 4 for 9 for just 22 yards. Bastian has all 22 of those on 3 catches for the Selinsgrove Seals. Ryan, so here we are. We move into the second half. Getting ready to move into the second half. 35-7 lead for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs, and we got a whole half to go. But Selinsgrove trying to look for something positive. They do get the second half kickoff.
That's the positive. That's the first one. You get the ball. This is, as a player, you don't really want to hear this because you think about the W. As a coach, you think about future W's. What can you continue to get out of this game? Is it over at 35-7? No, it's not. But something dramatically is going to have to change here right away to start the second half. On the other side of it, you can continue to get better even in this game. You might get a win in the future because of something you learn to execute or something you just figure out as a player here in the second half. This is not a waste here in the second half. You've got to go out and you got to attack. You got to go out and you got to execute game plan. You've got to continue to work on your craft. This is not the season here tonight in Jersey Shore. So, I'm sure Coach Wenrick and his staff are reiterating that in the locker room as they're coming out. Stay focused, stay hungry, work hard, face adversity, get better, and don't worry about the scoreboard. We'll look at it at the end of the game. We're not looking at it here in the third quarter and fourth quarter. We'll look at it at the end. And that's basically how you have to approach it. And that's how you get better. That's how you win next week, the following week, and so on.
Both teams have returned to the field, going through their warm-ups, getting ready to start the second half. Again, Selinsgrove will get the ball to start the second half. They did get the opening score of the ball game, their opening drive. They were able to take it down and get points on the board on that Ethan Miller 2-yard touchdown run, as they did against Juniata to open up the season when they took it down, and he got a touchdown from 38 yards out. Last week they took the first possession down and ended up getting stopped, but Noah Walter was able to kick a 31-yard field goal. But tonight, much like it did last week against Twin Valley, you saw the opponent put back-to-back touchdowns. And again, we're here at halftime with the Jersey Shore Bulldogs leading the Seals 35-7. But as you said, Ryan, all points to how you handle yourself and how you get better here in the second half. And I remember all the times interviewing Dave Hess back in 2009 through 2014 was, are you better now than you were a half ago? Are you better now than you were a quarter ago? And that's exactly what the message had to be. We got to get better. We still have a whole half to get much better. And that's, like you said, great points you make and exactly what the focus needs to be.
And obviously you get better in practice during the week, but you just can't replicate game snaps. You can't replicate Friday night under the lights out in the field in front of a crowd. This is an opportunity for some of these younger guys and some of these newer guys as starters and in bigger roles than they've been in the past, just to get those reps, more game reps, more under the lights. And that's what it's about. It's about winning in the future now. Yeah, you'd like to win tonight. Game's not over. I'm a very optimistic type of person. I never give up. So for me, this game's not over yet. But beyond the scoreboard, beyond the lead on the board, just the eye test, Jersey Shore is in control of this game right now. So Selinsgrove, fortunate, they're going to get the ball to start the half, but unless they come out and do something immediately here, this is going to be a tough game to crawl back into, and then it's just going to be about getting better.
And we know Tom Gravish has seen him over his time since 2012, and you can't go with the idea that he will kick this one away. You can tell there was some thought about even an onside kick. They're trying to bury it. That's what Jersey Shore will do when they get the opportunity. So I would not take away the idea of maybe an onside kick here.
Well, and you got to think, too, Jersey Shore, they want to get their guys off the field, their starters off the field. One more touchdown, it's mercy rule. So you can get his guys off, the clock continuously runs, and they can get out and stay healthy and fresh for their next game. So, Jersey Shore's not just going to come out here and roll over. They're going to try and get a quick score. They want to get this in the mercy rule.
After tonight, Selinsgrove will be back home to take on Central Mountain. We'll be there starting at 6 o'clock with our pregame show. The kickoff at 7 from Harold L. Bullock Memorial Field. But right now, we're at Thompson Street Stadium. The second half is underway. The kick sails away. It'll take Brett Wright to the 15. He's at the 20, trying to go from right to left. He's got some room, grabbed by Seacrest, and slammed to the turf as he gets close to the 35-yard line. It'll be first down and 10 for the Seals from their own 34-yard line as Rocco Motto will jog out onto the field for the offense for the Seals.
And this is where in the huddle, man, your leaders need to step up. Gavin Bastion and Ethan Miller, they need to be vocal here. They need to get the energy back. They need to get these guys focused and ready to battle. That's where leadership comes in big time right now.
First down and 10. Two wide receivers are going to be put to the left. Broken eye behind Amato. Tight end is on the right. Just starting the second half. Quick pitch is going to go to the deep man, Mitchell. Tries to dance for a moment. Seacrest will make the stop at the 36-yard line. Pickup of a couple on the carry that time by Devin Mitchell. It'll be a second down and long for the Seals as Amato is talking it over with Bastion, the offensive coordinator, and he'll jog out to the huddle.
Only 2 yards, but it is a positive gain. Something to work with. 2nd and 8. Get a couple more yards. Put yourself third, more manageable down. So positive, moving forward.
Same look from the Seals with a broken eye and two wide receivers split to the left. Amato under center. Blitz coming. Give it to Mitchell. Blown up. He's going to be wrestled to the turf. 3 Jersey Shore defenders in on the play, and they're going to give him to the 34-yard line. They lost a couple on the run, and it's a third down and long for the Seals.
And that's going to drive Coach Wender crazy. All that pressure came from the near side, and that was the strong side. You have a tight end and your tackle and your guard, and there is little resistance there. Everyone there from Jersey Shore got right through. And Coach Wendrick, that's going to be one he sees in film, and it's going to bring back a bad memory.
I formation on the 3rd down and 9. Amato drops back, gets rid of it, looking for Bastion, who makes the catch, gets away from a defender, trying to get to the sticks. He's going to get there and thrown out of bounds at the 45-yard line, which would be enough for a Selinsgrove first down.
And that's what Gavin Bastion can do. He's going to carry this team the best that he can. And he made some nice shifty moves there, broke a couple tackles, and just had the will to get the first down and get this drive moving a little bit more. First down since the first quarter, am I correct?
Yeah, all the first downs for the Seals came in that first drive. So this is, like you said, the first one since the opening drive by the Seals, and they take it to their own 45-yard line. Just starting the second half.
The amount is $393.
Amato under center. Give it to Miller. He's going to get into Jersey Shore territory. He's able to pick up 8. That'll be a second down and 2 for the Seals into Jersey Shore Bulldog territory. Down to the 40. Looks like they'll mark it about the 48-yard line.
And I like what they're doing here. Keeping it basic. Good, strong running. Get the ball into the back's hands and let him hit the hole. Great first down run there, picking up 7 on the play. 2nd and 3, you're crossing in, you cross the 50-yard line, so field position changes in your favor. It's a good start here in the second half.
Formation remains the same with 2 wide receivers split to the left. Blitz coming straight up the middle. Go to Mitchell. He squeezes through. He's going to pick up a first down as he takes it to the 45-yard line, inside the 45-yard line. So they'll move the chains on the opening drive.
And if you remember when Selinsgrove scored in the opening drive of the game, when they got down the red zone, it was 3 straight runs between the tackles, and they found the end zone. So I like to see them coming out here in the second half. In all honesty, you and I talked before the game. I didn't think that Selinsgrove was really going to be able to do it between the tackles, because no one else has been able to do that against Jersey Shore. But Selinsgrove probably has more positive runs between the tackles than any team that Jersey Shore has faced yet this year.
We'll stay with that I formation. Mitchell dotting the I. Going to get the call. Trying to bounce it to the outside. Not going to get there. Lost on the play. Host of orange shirts all over that. Brody. Her in on the stop. Also Sechrist. Take him down. Lost on the play. It'll be a 2nd down and 11 for the Seals. Trailing 35-7 with 8:59 to go in the third quarter.
I don't know what you do there, Pat. Jersey Shore guessed that perfect. They were overloaded. They picked the right side. And just you do your best you can to try and stretch it out, but just too much orange there. It's going to be a 1-yard loss for Selinsgrove.
Some confusion. A lot of palms up looking. Amato spinning around looking. Bastian makes his way to the slot on the left side. Looks like there's confusion as they come to the line of scrimmage. And there's going to be a flag on the play, a delay of game. So whistle there to stop before the snap. That's a 5-yard walk-up. Positive possession has turned negative with a negative play and now a penalty to push the ball to the 50-yard line. As Amato makes his way all the way over to Bastian, the offensive coordinator, and then he's got to turn and jog back to the huddle. Selinsgrove to get a first down. They need to get the ball all the way inside of Jersey Shore's 35-yard line to get a first down. So they have it at midfield, 2nd down and 15, 8:27 to go in the third. Bastian will split far to the left. I formation behind Amato. Getting the snap, 2-step drop, gets rid of it. Over the head of Teets. Incomplete. And it'll be a 3rd down and 15 for the Seals.
Just a little high and outside there. Amato was actually under a lot of pressure. I'm surprised he could even see the receiver there, but threw a nice high ball to get it over top of the defensive lineman, but it also sailed a little high just outside the reach of Teets.
We get a chance, we'll check in with the Blaze Alexander Ford Built for Tough game of the week. Montoursville and Danville in a close one the last we checked. Montoursville trailing Danville. We'll get an update on that. We call it the Blaze Alexander Ford Built for Tough game of the week. Quick throw that's out to Bastian. Making the catch. Turns into the defense. And it's going to be stopped back at the original line of scrimmage. 4th down. And Walter will jog out on the field to try to pin Jersey Shore deep in their own territory.
You know, it's really, you kind of feel for Seals, a tough situation. You know, you've played such a tough schedule. You know, it's a younger team with a lot of guys in new positions. You've had some injuries in some positions that are hard to fill in. You know, and they've come out here tonight, and, you know, it's not for lack of effort. It's definitely not for lack of effort. So, you know, kudos to these guys that are out there, you know, battling, trying to figure out how to get something going.
A muff punt that time off the Noah Walter punt. Bettle down there to cover up Snyder, who had to scramble for it and jump on top of it. Ball sits at the 20-yard line. 1st down and 10 for the Bulldogs at their own 20-yard line. They're leading 35-7 over the Seals. It was 14-7 at the end of the first quarter. But Jersey Shore with touchdowns from Jordan, Snyder, and Hale went into halftime leading 35-7, and that's where it stands. 7:41 to go in the third. 35-7 lead. Late man coming in on to the field for the Seals. Elijah Jordan looking, rolling to the right, finds some time, gets rid of it. Looking for a man deep. Did he make the catch? Did Snyder make the catch? Got the hit from Bastian. There was a wrestling match on the far side, and ends up being a completion by Snyder.
Listen, that was impressive. I mean, that was a great hit, great pursuit by Gavin Bastian. And you can't ask any more out of the safety coming over, making a play, covering a lot of ground. But pass and catch, Snyder's a real deal receiver.
He goes out after taking a big hit. Elijah Jordan's keeping it, dancing in the backfield. Gets into Selinsgrove territory. Ethan Miller will be on the stop. but not after Elijah Jordan's able to take it inside the 45 in Selinsgrove territory to the 44-yard line.
And again, it's just these little dink and dumps. They just nickel dime you, and they just keep coming at you and speed it up.
Quick throw this time out to Hale. Makes the catch. He's at the 40. Still going. Miller will make the stop at the 35-yard line. The subs will be coming in and out here. Portwood will come in. Oliveri will come out. First down pickup for the Bulldogs at the Seals 35-yard line. Rolling to the right is Elijah Jordan. Under some pressure, looking. Buys a tie. Got a man wide open beyond the defense. Makes the catch. Touchdown as Andrew Martinez got beat deep. And an easy pitch and throw by Elijah Jordan. And a touchdown by the Jersey Shore Bulldogs by Carson Watkins.
Again, it's just another receiver getting the job done for Jersey Shore. You and I talked, Pat, on the drive up here. They have 4 or 5 guys at receiver that run good routes, catch the ball at high points, make moves after the play. They are very deep at that receiver position. And you're seeing it again here tonight. Is another guy with a big catch for Jersey Shore.
Brody Hurd kicks the extra point and it's good. That was the 3rd touchdown pass of the night by Elijah Jordan. First touchdown reception by Watkins. So with 6:45 to go in the 3rd, and another big play, be a candidate at the Smoky Dam Health Center backbreaker play of the game. It's a touchdown pass from senior quarterback Elijah Jordan to Watkins for the score. The extra point good, and it's a 42-7 lead here in the 3rd for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. Selinsgrove Seals Football and SBC Sports Live, sponsored in part by Northumberland Bank, Northumberland National Bank, Blaze Alexander Family Dealership, Sunbury Motors Company, Duncan, and W&L Super-Road. Jersey Shore will tee this one up. It'll be Brody Jordan kicking it away. Another 4-play drive for Jersey Shore to match their 4-play drive from before that ended with a 30-yard touchdown reception. This ends with a 35-yard touchdown reception by Watkins. And it comes following finishing off a 4-play drive, covered 80 yards, took 54 seconds, extra point good. Jersey Shore now leading 42-7. That's the Selinsgrove Ford drive summary. So Brett Rice will drop back along with Devin Mitchell, waiting for Brody Hur's kickoff. Selinsgrove's been getting good field position. They'll try to do it again here. Brody Hur did have a missed extra point earlier. It was blocked, but other than that, he's been perfect on the season. Jersey Shore got the win in week 1 over Dallas, last week over Del Val, and they are cruising here against the Selinsgrove Seals, leading 42-7. Short kick. Wyatt Teets will take it outside the 20, straight between the hashes. Bounces off one tackler before he's taken down there to 37-yard line, and Selinsgrove will make their way out, start this possession. First down and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
I don't think Selinsgrove needs to get away from what they just started here in the second half. I like the runs downhill, get between the backside A gap, a little bit of misdirection here and there, just pound away a little bit there between the tackles. They were having some success. It also is going to open up the passing game a little more when you do need to throw.
Tight end will be on the right side. I formation behind Rocco. 2 wide receivers to the left. Going to go to Brett Rice. Runs into his lineman, and then Sechrist finishes him off easily there. About to designate the Sechrist here. This one was number 56, Slate Sechrist, the senior, 6 foot 225.
Pat, take notice, Jersey Shore for a big part of tonight. They've been able to get away with just 4 or 5 guys at the line of scrimmage defensively. They've been able to get in the backfield and cause some disruption. When you can do that with only 4 or 5 players, that leaves a lot of other guys to take care of a lot of other things, covering the field, getting pursuit, being a little more aggressive in that stuff. And that's what we've seen a lot tonight.
Brett Rice gets the call. Jersey Shore showed blitz. Selinsgrove went away from that blitz. Rice take it to the 40-yard line. It'll be a 3rd down and 7 for the Seals at their own 40-yard line following the Brett Rice run. Ethan Miller led the way to try to spring Rice on that one. Unfortunately, was unable to. Did I say spring rice?
Yes, you did.
Two wide receivers to go to the left. Amato looking over the defense. 8 guys in the box. They're coming. Amato drops back. He's got some time. Looking. Gets rid of it. Underthrown. Intended for Wyatt Teets. Hits the turf and falls incomplete. Selinsgrove will talk about it for a half second here and see if they're going to punt it away, and they will.
And Amato just facing some pressure. He threw off his heel there. He didn't have a choice. And just when you throw off your heel, you don't have quite the oomph behind the pass. It's just a little bit short to Teets going across the middle. Not sure even if Teets would have been able to haul that in. He was kind of down on his knee. I'm not quite sure he would have been far enough to get the first down. But maybe a 4th and 1, 4th and 2, and then you maybe talk about going for it. But it doesn't matter. Pass is a little short.
Hale drops back along with Pauling. End over end kick by Noah Walter. Return man comes up and gets it. Jake Bettle, the first guy down there. And some friendly fire there. Ethan Miller came to make a hit. He actually ended up hitting Martinez off of the would-be tackle, but Bettle able to hang on and knock him to the turf.
I mean, Ethan Miller, he goes, man. He just plays so hard, and you couldn't say it any better. Friendly fire. He just blew up his own teammate there. But he hit him hard enough that both guys went down, so it didn't matter too much.
Well, you tell that to Martinez.
Yeah. I would not be telling that to him, but I'd still give him the tackle in the stat column.
Talk to our stat man on that one. That's a movement, no flag thrown on the play. Inside handoff to Brody Herr, upended by the Seals inside of that defense. Ethan Miller gets the stop, gets it to the 31-yard line. 2nd down and 9 after the 1-yard pickup.
I think Ethan Miller's got to be right around double-digit tackles again. He's averaging 12 a game. I think he might be over that.
Quick throw by Jordy. Gets it out to Snyder. Makes the catch. Taken out of bounds by Rice on the far side in front of the Jersey Shore bench. They go to the right side. And then they'll line up. And often they'll turn around and go back to the left side. Just running that defense from sideline to sideline.
See, if I'm Jersey Shore right now, I'm trying to run the ball between the tackles. They have not had much success this year with that. Well, there you go.
Where they go. But Matt did take it. There's a fumble. Ball hits the turf. Looks like Seals jump on top of it. They did try to go in the middle. Big hit in the middle by the Seals defense. And Selinsgrove jumps up and gets on the fumble. Looked like Sheltman is able to make the recovery. And he's going to come off holding his arm just a bit. But he scrambled to jump on top of that one. The freshman for the Seals gets the turnover, the first one of the night for either team. Selinsgrove in business at the Jersey Shore 41-yard line following the first turnover of the game.
And that wasn't a gift. That was penetration. Selinsgrove got up the middle, got the running back in the backfield, put a nice hit on him, helmet on the ball. Ball pops out, they jump on it. That's a positive. That's something you build. That was the first fist pump I've done in quite a while in this game, Pat. So it felt good to see that. And take some of that momentum now. Take some of that momentum.
Personnel issue here. Got to take a timeout. Selinsgrove football on Eagle 107 and sponsored in part by Shamokin Dam Health Center, Tri-County Tag, Northumberland National Bank. What you run into, Ryan, and we're seeing it here. You're deep into the bench now. There's not a lot of numbers. We talked about some injuries. They knew they had a couple coming in. Some guys are dealing with some cramps, some different ailments. Miller took himself out. He was exhausted, and it's been some personnel issues of guys getting on and off the field. We've seen numbers play tonight that we haven't seen. So it is a difficult situation. It's something from a coaching standpoint can be corrected, and it's got to get down to everyone's got to get on the same page. You see guys going out for punt, and when you're in high school level, if you come out of the game, most likely you're part of the punt team, you're part of the kickoff team, so people got to fill in, and you got to be on top of it to get people in. They were unable to do that, and they're still talking about here about Mitchell and Miller looking to the sideline and getting the call from Pete Voss as they'll make their way out on this play following the timeout. First down and 10 for the Seals. They have it at the Jersey Shore 41-yard line. Rocco Amato drops back. He's got some time. Looking deep down the right side for Bastian. Bastian goes up, makes the catch at the 5, takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Selinsgrove Seals.
And that was a beautiful thrown ball by Rocco Amato. His first touchdown as a Selinsgrove Seal starter at the varsity level. And not only was it a good throw, what a nice route ran by Bastian, cut inside the cornerback. and went up and caught the ball. Not only did he catch it, he stayed on his feet. That wasn't easy. They definitely got tangled up a little bit there. But Bastian's a strong athlete, able to get his feet underneath him and take it in the end zone. Selinsgrove scores. And that's great stuff right there.
And that marks Rocco Amato's first touchdown pass of his career, going to Gavin Bastian. Noah Walter will attempt the extra point. Plenty of distance, splits the upright, and it's good. Talk about getting better at a pass like that, and Steve talks about it all the time. You, Dave, everybody. Confidence, a quarterback, connection, making some plays, give it to your athlete, let him make a play, and he does there. It was a wrestling match, but it was going both ways at the 5-yard line. Selinsgrove come away with a long catch, and it's a touchdown for the Seals to cut into the 42-14 lead for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs.
Now let's talk a little bit about Selinsgrove football history. There's been a lot of good kickers in Selinsgrove, a lot. I don't know if I remember where you have, I mean, we've had years where the place kicker is different than the kickoff guy. Do you ever remember where the punter, the place kicker, the kickoff guy was all the same guy on one team? Like you got Noah Walter here.
Well, I mean, the history of it, it definitely is not. I mean, Kyle Reiner was a punter in 2009, 2010, but he was not the kicker. Spencer Hotellian was. But you had the All-State kicker punter from last year, and over the last couple of years with Carter Young.
Oh, he did punt.
He did it all.
Yes.
But over history, your point is,
there's not a lot.
You don't see a lot of them. And Noah Walter's doing a heck of a job.
And how does Selinsgrove do it? I mean, Noah Walter's a great kicker. His kicks look great. His punts are fantastic. His PATs are strong. It's crazy how Selinsgrove has just produced very good special teams players and kickers over the years.
Noah Walter comes up and kicks this one deep. It'll bounce at the 5. Man touches it at the 5. Return man. Makes a man miss at the 10. Bounces off a guy at the 15. Swarmed over by white shirts. Then taken down there, and a late flag is going to be thrown in at the end of that play. And before we find out what that was, Brian, right on the cue. I mean, how many high school guys can kick it off with the height that he had on that by Noah Walter, hits at the 5-yard line, and your kickoff cover team get down there and able to cover a very elusive return man.
And that's the big part of it is the height, like you said. It's up there. There's hang time. It allows for coverage to get down there. And then not only that, I mean, it was starting to go a little bit to the side there, but, man, it hit the ground and just stuck, and Jersey Shore had no choice but to pick it up there. I think they were hoping it would go into the end zone, but I mean, glasses always half full to me. Selinsgrove's kicking game tonight has been fantastic. Special teams play has been pretty good.
Selinsgrove does get on the board, a one-play drive covering 41 yards as it was after the fumble, and it's Rocco Amato's first touchdown throw of his career, finding Bastian. The extra point good. 42-14 lead for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. That's the Selinsgrove Ford drive summary. See 51's checked in the game. That's Cameron Newcomer, the senior linebacker for the Seals. Blitz coming. A lot of movement up there. People jumping all around. The quarterbacks come into the game. Number 9 is Pauling. He's a freshman, 5'9", 172 pounds.
I would be willing to bet a crisp $5 bill he's not 5'9".
Well, it's funny. We talked to Brad Fordyce last week. He's the head coach at Dickinson College. His son, Nash, is on the team. And I asked him, is this his size and weight? And he kind of laughed at it. It's not. Pauling's going to take the direct snap, and it's a quarterback called run on that, and he looked a lot like Elijah Jordan on that quickness as he takes it beyond the 30-yard line.
Just a shorter version. That was a great run there. Explosive. They got some real athletes here in this Jersey Shore team, especially at the quarterback position.
So it's a first down pickup for the Bulldogs. They're trying to answer the Selinsgrove touchdown. A low snap to Pauly. Going to take off and run with it. Makes a man miss. Dances in the backfield. Still going. He's a freshman, and he's still piling his way beyond the 35 out to the 37-yard line where he might have had 11 white shirts touch him at some point in that run.
You know, losing 42-14 is no fun, but seeing a freshman come in the game and knowing that this is going to be who you face for the next 3 years is not fun either. That was ridiculous. This kid's fast, he's elusive, and then he just showed strength there.
I think you often refer to he looked like a video game.
A video game.
Shotgun formation for Pauling. Looking left. Get rid of it. And Bettle almost had a jump on that. Bettle came from his linebacker position as the pass was intended for Hale. And Bettle was going out to cover Hale, and the ball came and fell just short of him. If he picks that off, he's taken for a pick six the other way.
Ah, man, what a shame. The throw was just too soft.
If it was a good throw, he might have had the interception.
If it's a good throw, it's a pick six. Guaranteed. Untouched.
Third down play here. 3rd and 5. Under 50 to go in the third. 42-14 lead for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. Hey, Pauling's going to get the call. Hit by Miller. Spins out of a tackle. Finished off by Gavin Bastian and Bettle. So it's going to be a 4th down. And Jersey Shore looks like they're going to punt it away as Brody Hurd will drop back to punt it away.
And they will have to punt before the end of the quarter because 26 on the clock, 27 on the clock, 26 on the play clock. So they're going to have to kick it before the end of the quarter.
Gavin Bastian will be standing at his own 30-yard line. Late into the game is Neidig for the kick is away. It's going to roll to the right and sail out of bounds. And Selinsgrove will get good field position following a punt. As Selinsgrove, nope, going to put the flag away.
Wow.
They were counting men on the field. And
yeah, but you didn't count the guy that ran off.
I'm going to say whether he was off in time or not. But again, another personnel issue. They thought they had 12. Well, they did. And the guy close to the sideline sprinted off the field, and they're going to give him the benefit of doubt that he got off in time. But Selinsgrove will have the ball first down at 10 from their own 30-yard line after the defense has stopped against the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. But that's going to be the end of the third quarter. Selinsgrove trailing the Jersey Shore Bulldogs 42-14. Come back, have the fourth quarter here for you. This Selinsgrove football presented by Selinsgrove Ford on Eagle 107, eagle107.com, and on the SBC Sports Live YouTube channel.
Buy the best pre-owned vehicle from the area's #1 certified pre-owned Ford dealer, Selinsgrove Ford. Selinsgrove Ford at the Bridge in Selinsgrove and at selinsgroveford.com.
The Northumberland National Bank, proudly serving our community for over 120 years. And now we've taken a giant leap into the future with a brand new online and mobile banking experience. Our mobile app lets you manage your finances from the comfort of your home or on the go. With remote deposit capture, simply snap a picture of your check and it's deposited securely into your account. Experience the ease and convenience of banking like never before, like checking your credit score on the go or applying for a mortgage right from your home. Visit our website at noribank.com. The Northumberland National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Quarter, a loss of a half yard on the call. The second down and long for the Selinsgrove Seals. Just starting the fourth quarter, Selinsgrove trailing 42-14. Scoring in that third quarter, Watkins got the 35-yard touchdown reception. Selinsgrove come back at a 41-yard touchdown reception by Bastian, and it's 42-14. Amato turns, give it to Gus Maria, hitting the backfield, take it to the turf, give him forward momentum to the 29-yard line. Back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be a third down and 11 for the Seals. A lot of subs coming in for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. Gus Marie was the last guy to get the call there. Jaworski is the fullback for the Seals behind Rocco Amato, wide receivers deep side. Nash Fordyce to the right, give it to the fullback. Jaworski, nothing. Take it to the turf. It's going to be fourth down and long for the Seals. Selinsgrove's going to jog the punt team out and punt it away.
A lot of new numbers out there, Pat. But you know, covering this now for how many years? 16, 17 years?
16 Seals, 27 overall.
You know how important it is, though, in these types of games that get guys in there, get them reps. This is how you You continue to have a program that wins year in and year out. Extra weeks in playoffs is a big thing too, more practice.
One is away. Return man scoops it off the turf at the 33-yard line. Jake Bettle on the stop. That was Luke Ryan, the junior, 6 foot, 185 pounds on the return. Jake Bettle was there as he scooped it up. Jersey Shore will have the ball at their own 34-yard line. First down and 10, leading 42-14 over the Selinsgrove Seals. Updated scores, part of our Aubrey Alexander Toyota out-of-town scoreboard. Shamokin leading Chickalimi 49-0. Lewisburg all over Bloom 42-3. Juniata now leading Lyon Mountain 18-14. Williamsport leading Central Mountain 24-3. Southern up on Milton 42-7. After this play, we'll look at our Blaze Alexander Ford Built Ford Tough Game of the Week. It's going to be a keeper by Pauly. Into Selinsgrove territory, runs over Wyatt Teets, still going and finally slammed to the turf by Selinsgrove Seal, and a late penalty being thrown at the end of the play.
I think you have a late hit there in Jersey Shore, so it's going to negate that. But man, what a run by the freshman.
So we talked about that. When you look up and you see backups coming in who are making some plays, and like right now, it coming down look like a JV game most likely. It's always a thing where if they play a certain amount, coaches will agree that they won't play the JV game this coming week. And we're wondering with this much time, 9:23 to go in the fourth quarter in the ball game, whether these players that are getting reps here will play a JV game this week.
I didn't know that. So if they do have a game like that where they get those JV guys in for a big part, they won't play the game.
They may agree not to if they feel like they got enough reps. Penalty against Jersey Shore. Quick throw this time. Thrown out. Intended receiver. Pauline was looking for an open man, and it was Winters, the freshman, 5'8", 145 pounds, falls incomplete. To bring up a third down and long.
I'll be willing to bet number 2.
Excuse me, third down and short.
Number 2 for Jersey Shore is not 5'8".
Pauline gets rid of it. Finds a man on the left side. Makes the catch, but Nash Fordyce will make the stop on the far side in front of the Jersey Shore bench. It'll be short of a first down, so now it will be third down and short for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs.
By number 3, Nash Fordyce.
So our Blaze Alexander Ford Built Ford Tough Game of the Week sees Danville leading Montoursville 16-14. That's the update of our Blaze Alexander Ford Built Ford Tough Game of the Week, where it's worth the drive. So around 45. Jersey Shore gets loose up the left sideline. Pauline able to get some room into Selinsgrove territory. Stopped along the sideline by Peter Scorsone. Able to make the stop, but it's enough for a first down for the Bulldogs.
Pat, we were going to figure out who number 52 is.
Did not get a name on that. No, I did not, but that's got to be my job this coming week, to know who the young man is. High snap to Pauly. Gets rid of it. Got a man making the catch on the right hash. He'll be tackled as he gets inside the 35. Making the reception for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs was Reinhardt. Neidig in on the stop for the Seals.
Stat guy says number 52 is Hoffman. I do not have him on.
Well, there's a 50. Well, maybe he changed his number. Owen Hoffman's 54. So did we see a 54? So maybe he changed his number, and we are unaware of it. But if it is, Owen Hoffman has played a lot here tonight. Sorry for that mix-up. Well, he gets called, but there's a flag on the play. He was faking the handoff that time, going from the left to right to Fetters, the sophomore. But it is a penalty. Walked off against the Bulldogs to put it at the Selinsgrove 39-yard line. The Downs man is a little late on the movement there. He's still standing. Oh, there he goes. Now he's got to turn and go back the other way. Pauling in the backfield. Wiggles, dances, runs over a tackle, but the tackler, to his credit, was able to hold on and make the stop. And again, that's Sheltman again making the stop on a hard hit. And that's a first down.
I like the Sheltman guy. He's made a couple tackles now here, and that's a tough one there. In the open field, it's just you or he's getting to the end zone. Elusive guy as well, but he makes a sure tackle.
Handoff goes left this time for the Bulldogs. Picks up good yardage inside the 20 down to the 19-yard line. Selinsgrove football on Eagle 107 is sponsored in part by Buffalo Wild Wings, Michael Bussing, Christie, Horton, Bowen Agency Realtor, and Jet Residential. In the slot on the right side for Jersey Shore is Lope. But there's a whistle. It's going to be a false start against the Bulldogs. 42-14 lead for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. Selinsgrove scored on the opening drive. Saw Jersey Shore score 35 unanswered points. Selinsgrove would score again with Bastian a 41-yard touchdown reception. And right now it's 42-14. Making the catch inside of the 10 down to the 2-yard line on the catch for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs was Reinhardt. He got away from a tackle but was finished off about the 1-yard line, and Jersey Shore will have it first down, goal to go for the 1.
And it might be the JV crew in right now, but this varsity does not want any more points on the board, Pat.
Pauling will take the snap. A keeper going right, walks into the end zone, touchdown for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs.
The Pauling kid's impressive. Very impressive athlete, super explosive. And it's just kind of that Jersey Shore QB that we've seen now for years. Can throw the ball a little bit, but really primary, a tough runner, tough athlete, guys that are explosive. And Pauling, the freshman, is no different than what we've seen through the last 10 years or so at Jersey Shore.
Brody Herr will attempt the extra point off the Elijah Jordan hold. After the Pauling touchdown, late personnel getting into the game for the Bulldogs. Left guard lines up. 10 seconds on the play clock, plenty of time. Brody Herr kicks it up, goes off to the left, and it's no good that time by Brody Herr. But with the touchdown by Pauling, increasing the lead for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs to 48-14 with 5:29 to go in the game. Again, it's third week of the year. Selinsgrove, after tonight, they'll be home against Central Mountain, travel to Williamsport before back-to-back home games against Shikellamy and Shamokin. And then Selinsgrove will travel to Hollidaysburg before returning home to take on the Berwick Bulldogs, and they finish out the regular season against the Danville Ironmen. Pauling from 1 yard out finished another double-digit play drive, a 10-play, 66-yard drive, took 3 minutes and 31 seconds